Hey, I'm Casey Okupe with Free Speech Northwest, and I wanted to judge Governor Kate Brown because I don't like her. I don't like what she does. I heard she's actually the nicest lady if you have lunch with her or something, but I don't like what she does with your and mine tax dollars without talking to us. She just decides. She makes up what to do. I call that stealing. If we're not deciding what to do with our money, she's stealing it. You know what I mean? She's just determining what she feels like doing with my money. So, let me show you. Let's take a look.
Will $2 million pay for our existing 16 or 17 lawsuits against the feds, or is there room for more litigation here? Do you know?
Is there room for more litigation? That's not a great question to ask a lawyer. Certainly, I cannot predict.
Pause it. Let's pause it right there. It's not a great question to ask a lawyer. There's a lot of lawyers in government, and these lawyers in government are creating laws and figuring out ways. It's a big money cycle. They figure out how to draw things out, make it take forever, make it more complicated to where it just costs millions and millions of dollars. There's conflicts of interest there. If you're a lawyer, you should not be in government. It's not okay. Just saying. So she's talking about 15 lawsuits, has to do with immigration. You know what? You have to immigrate here legally. You have to migrate into the United States through legal means. If not, you get to go back. You get to be in trouble because I don't know. People have to be vetted. You have to know if they're safe. And Kate Brown has, 15 plus lawsuits to the federal government. So in other words, they're doing the federal thing they're supposed to do, which is protecting us, keeping us safe. We have a border. We're a country. Countries have to have borders, otherwise they're just nothing. It's just a plot of land that you can pass through. You have to get approval to go into a country. That's why we have our passports and things along those lines, so people know that we're there. We do background checks. It's important. So Kate just wants this to be a sanctuary state. That's not okay. Do you understand sanctuary state? Sanctuary for who? Sanctuary for what? If you don't come in here legally, I would assume sanctuary for criminals. Otherwise, come here legally. Go through the legal process. Go through a port of entry legally. Otherwise, why would you need sanctuary? I don't know. Let's hear the rest of this, please.
What the administration in the White House is going to do. What I know is what I will do, and that is I will continue to fight for and protect Oregonians and Oregon values. And the reason why I felt very strongly about including money in there regarding immigration.
Pause it. Well, she can't pronounce Oregon right, but that doesn't matter. She said colluding also. These are Freudian slips that she's throwing out there. I don't know if anyone's noticing. But saying Oregon values, Oregon values. I value safety. I value my family. I value doing things legally. It's like the same thing why all, people over 18 who are not federal criminals should own guns. Safety. Come to the country safely and honestly. That's part of Oregon values because I'm an Oregonian and that's my values. I value that. So it is part of Oregon values to come here safely and the right way, the legal way, and we all have to protect our families. So we need to know if someone is doing the right thing. A while ago, we were voting on whether or not we should pay for unlimited abortions of babies. So unlimited abortions. They aren't, cysts or some cellular blobs or like those neck tags that people get with the skin and stuff. That's not what they are. They're babies. So we were talking about unlimited abortions for babies, and we voted against that. We decided that unlimited baby abortions, no. And then Kate Brown decided that the Oregonian, values, those values are that we should have unlimited abortions of babies. That's weird. That's really weird and gross. Like, like if you take your kid out trick-or-treating and you give them unlimited candy and they get to eat it all night, they vomit and throw up. So that's a metaphor for Kate Brown's version of Oregonian values. So she shouldn't be the judge. Pretty much everything she wants to determine, she determines the evil thing to do, the bad and evil thing, and she goes, this is Oregonian values. It's weird. It's really weird and gross. She should let us vote on it. Then we would teach Kate Brown what Oregonian values are. That'd be incredible.
Is that Oregon has, under my leadership, been a place that is considered to be welcoming and inclusive to all who call Oregon home. And I want to make sure that our immigrant and refugee communities feel safe.
Can we pause it? I don't want to be inclusive to all who call Oregon home. Like, I don't want to be all inclusive to everyone who calls Oregon home, because let's say there's someone evil who calls Oregon home. I want them to go away, And I'm not saying any particular person is, but we shouldn't be an inclusive society. We should never be all inclusive. We should never love and welcome everyone. That's gross and evil and crazy, because there are murderers in the world. There are rapers in the world. I don't want them to feel welcome. And I'm not saying that's immigrants, and I'm not saying that's anyone in Oregon. We shouldn't have anyone feel welcome in Oregon who commits a crime. It could even be a citizen. We shouldn't be a welcoming society. You know what I mean? We should just be good to good people, and we have to find out if they're good people, Like in the case of immigrants, they got to come in legally. They got to do it the right way. In the case of citizens, we're not welcoming to evil people. They can go to prison. Let's determine it in advance when it comes to immigration, not Kate's plan of just everyone can come in. Come on in. Who cares? No, I care.
And welcomed in the great state of Oregon.
I think a better way to phrase my question is, how much of that $2 million of biennium is actually being eaten up by our existing lawsuits, and how much room is there?
I don't know. I know that we have roughly over 15 lawsuits against the current administration.
So Kate says, I don't know. We have roughly 15. Kate doesn't know. She doesn't know how many lawsuits about immigration that we have or whatever, because we're paying for it. Like, I'm paying for it. You're paying for it. It's coming out of our pockets, and she's letting that be her personal piggy bank. So who cares? Who cares how much money it's costing? Who cares how many millions? She doesn't care. She just wants our state to, apparently be destroyed. Kate Brown said, you shouldn't mention extra litigation to a lawyer. Who are the lawyers? I wonder if they're Kate Brown's friends, her comrades, her buddies. Because, I don't know, it's like what she's implying. You got to read between the lines. She's I have no idea. But we should look into it. We should check and see who her lawyers are, if they have a relationship with her of some kind. It's a good thing to look into. Is there anything else?
I know that I anticipate there may be one or two. I don't know what the costs of all those are, and we can certainly get a ballpark figure for you.
Okay, well, Kate Brown doesn't know how many millions of dollars it's going to cost me and you. She doesn't care. It's millions of dollars. Doesn't matter. As long as we're a sanctuary state and people can come in, and who cares if they're criminals, who cares if they're not. It's all equal. We should be welcoming to good people and to bad people. We should welcome wonderful people, and we should welcome murderers. That's what Oregon should be about. Right, Kate? Kate Brown said we have 15 or so lawsuits, millions of dollars. Doesn't matter. It's not out of her pocket. It's out of my pocket. And it's out of your pocket. She's going against our current administration. I value our current administration. Why are we electing people who want to go against our president? Why are we electing people that go against the administration, that go against the White House, that go against the federal government? Why are we electing these people? Gross. Disgusting. It's terrible. I judge Kate Brown as being an undermining person to our federal government and using our taxes as her own personal piggy bank. And also, I judge her as claiming to know what Oregon values are and having no clue, having no good values. Kate Brown, you have no good values. Literally no good. Bad. Your values are bad. Yeah. You're using our money to do whatever you want. We didn't vote on it. It's terrible. So I judge you, Kate Brown. Bad job. And that's it. This has been Free Speech Northwest. Thank you for watching this segment of I Judge You.